Right, so Tom Hill is going to attempt to describe and evaluate a current talent development programme for pass and merit. So Tom, what is the talent development programme, and just give us a brief intro to it.
The LTAD, the long-term athlete development, it's a model for framework, so it's optimal training, competition and recovery, staging for each athletic development. So coaches who engage in the model and practice become more likely to produce athletes who reach the full potential in the sport.
Right. Okay. Right. So it is a little bit to do with the peak height velocity. So what is that, and how does that apply to this programme?
Peak height velocity is where they measure the body's growth, so how tall they're going to be, how the muscles are going to grow and how quickly and how they react to recover and stuff and things like that.
Right, so how does that apply to this programme then? Why is it important for coaches to know?
Because coaches need to know that how the body of the performer is going to be when he's in his peak performance age. So when they're 21, between 18 and 21, they'll be in the peak. So they need to know if they're going to be tall enough for the game, if they're going to be strong enough for the game, if they're going to be fit enough, and how the muscle fibers are going to react.
Right. So what are the different stages to the LTAD?
There's 6 stages. The first one's the active start, which is just where the stupid children will just learn what the sport is and get the gist of it. The second one is the fundamentals, so it's the elementary movement. So if we're going through the rugby stages, if we're connecting it with rugby, it'll be just having fun with little rugby small games, just having fun, and getting to know just basic skills of rugby.
So what kind of skills will they be learning?
Just the backward passes. Obviously it'll be touch rugby, so it'll just be passing it down the line and catching and throwing.
Right, so yeah, catching and throwing and things like that. So what about ABCs and things like that?
We'll have that later on in the agility, the balance and the power.
Right.
And the coordination and things like that they'll learn when training to train. So they're building the potential rugby specific core skills.
Right, yeah, go on, let's crack on with first two then, yeah.
And then learning to train is building the basic rugby player. So they start with the head and understand why they're doing these things before they learn how
Good.
they need to do them.
Yeah.
Then training to compete, which will be optimising the potential rugby, positional and unit skills, continuing development for the core skills, so the ABC, so the agility and that. So they'll be adding on specific skills, how to improve that with your balance.
Right, yeah.
And then training to win, so that will be maximising your potential. So maximising players on how to win the games and get the points and the tries. And then active for life, which is just to keep people in the sport.
Right, yeah. So when will they learn tactics and develop technical skill and things like that? What sort of stages would they do that in?
Stage 3 on learning to train.
Alright, so why would they not do that earlier then? Why would that be done later on?
Because the first stage is just getting people into the sport and playing it as a child. And then the second one is just getting the basic elements and that playing the game is for fun, and getting them to want to play the game. And then the third one is when you're playing the game once a week, twice a week, you need to be trying to win and compete. Right,
what are the strengths of the programme then?
The strengths that it's age range, and that's good because it sets out different goals and what targets you need to meet.
Yeah, good.
The second one is that it's got good funding from the government bodies in the sport.
Yeah, well, the governing bodies are pushing it, yeah.
And the third one is that it's fun and it encourages people to want to play the sports.
Right, yeah.
The weaknesses is that it can be cost quite a lot of time. And then obviously it costs money, and you need to cost money to go into development courses. and to try and get players along with the equipment. And then the third one is that the coaches might not be as well developed as other coaches in different development courses.
Yeah, so it's also quite a long programme, so do you think that coaches will know like how to coach at fundamental stage as well as coaching, training to win and things like that?
No, and then if they do, would need different coaches to coach at each stage, which would again come into cost because you need to pay
Yeah.
coaches at
So
different levels.
so it's that sort of like education of the coaches that might not be able to do it. Back to the fundamental stage. So why is it important that these skills can be transferred to other sports then? Why is that a good thing?
Because then it gets people going down different routes of different sports, and it opens the whole of people playing different variety of sports. So it'll teach them the fundamentals of just running, passing the balls, catching, dribbling with the balls, just playing football.
So what kind of sports could it transfer to? So you talked about a lot of different like passing and moving and things like that. What sports could that transfer to?
It could go into football. It could go into basketball. And then with just catching and stuff, go into cricket.
Yeah. Right. Anything else?
No, that's it.